Hey, listen, I want to start this off by saying I think looks matter. I think looks is the first thing people see when they see your brand. I think sometimes we meet people and they tell us, be a good person. The person who you are on the inside really matters. But when you're trying to branch out to people, I want you to understand they look at you first. So keep feeding into you and keep uplifting your life, bettering your life. Perfect you because it's going to make you feel better about yourself. When you meet people, sometimes we meet people that's perfect right away. And because they so perfect, we ain't never had that before. I feel like anybody that's perfect telling you things that's good right away are sneaky. Because you gotta ask yourself, why are they single? Why aren't they taken? You start to unravel the truth as you start dealing with somebody. A lot of people, they come in our life and they just tell us things that sound good and we go with that. But I want to tell you to stop just going with things. Understand the people that you're talking to daily. Understand everything that they saying and understand everything that's going on. A lot of people, they'll come around and tell you a good story. You will believe that story and you won't even question it. You will start asking yourself, how is this person not taken? I lucked up. Months go down the line or years go down the line and you start to realize why this person is single. They say all the right things, but they don't know how to do it. For a long time, I was that person. I could say the right things and I could know that I was doing wrong, but I just couldn't discipline myself enough to do it. So it got easier lying to people, telling them what they want to hear because they tell you what they want. A lot of people, they come in your life and they tell you exactly what they want. And sometimes if you give it to them, they don't even question nothing. They don't try to get to know you. They don't try to learn you. A lot of people, in this world, they think you perfect right away. They look at your image and they listen to your words and they just think you perfect. And I feel like that's how a lot of people get tricked in this world. Because we never take the time out to get to know somebody. We look at their appearance and we automatically, we judge them. We judge the words that they saying to us. That's why for a long time I stopped ignoring people. I don't feel like nobody can tell you who they are. They'll tell you who they think they are. I feel like the only way you can really learn somebody is to sit with them and understand them and spend time with them and look at their movements, look at their actions. Because as humans, we can say anything. We can do anything. Sometimes the people that we had in our life previous can tell us more about ourselves than we can tell our actual self. Because most of our answers, they start with feelings and emotions. Most of our answers, they never put us in the mix. We always leave ourselves out. We always think that we can't get hurt. We special. Nobody looks at us the same way they look at the rest of the world. And I feel like because we think like that, it makes us easier to get manipulated. It makes us easier to just believe anything somebody tell us. It makes us easier to get tricked. We don't want to take the time out to actually learn somebody and get to know them. We just want to hear what they got to say. We want the words that they say to resonate with our soul. We want it to make us feel better about ourselves in that moment. Even if it's hurting us long term, we want it to make us feel better about ourselves in that moment. I feel like because we seek love so much, we don't know what it is. We want something, we don't even know what it is. We won't grow and let it form because we try to perfect it right away. We try to dissect it when it's happening. We start telling people what we want, and in actuality, I don't feel like we know what we want. We grow to form into what we want. We start thinking about the things that we want in the future as we grow. Because when you're younger, you just thrown out here. You ain't thinking about dates. You're just thinking about living. You ain't thinking about other people. You're just thinking about you. And I feel like sometimes we let people in too fast. We let them in before we accept ourselves, before we love ourselves, before we understand that we got to keep loving on ourselves. before we learn what makes us feel better, what makes us do better. Sometimes just getting a haircut made me feel better, made me want to do more. Feeling the sunlight made me want to do more. But I want you to understand, you got to look at common sense in this world when you date. I want you to know your image does matter. And a lot of people, they'll try to get you on your image before they even get to know your words. I want you to know that no matter what people say, the only way people can truly get to know you is by spending time with you. It ain't no shortcuts to getting to know somebody. Anybody that come around you trying to guess your whole life and tell you that they know you, they're probably trying to trick you. Anybody that come around too perfect, let it play out. Learn them, understand them. Ain't nobody perfect until they put the time in to actually listen to us. If we can't grow with nobody, we're wasting our time. I'm in it right there.